Welcome back to During Business Hours. My name's Christopher, and this man right here
is Eric.
Hey, what y'all doing today? You're looking good. We appreciate
looking
you
good.
for coming.
Feeling good.
We're getting stalked on Facebook. If you didn't
Again?
know. Yes. A man named Zach, unfortunately, keeps hitting us up about his music.
Is that the one I heard his music and he's hard R N-word white guy?
It's an interesting one. I don't know.
He's got good beats. I don't know if he makes those, but that's about it.
Kanye made his beats without good lyrics, and then, got some training, hung out with Drake, had a couple of kids, a little inspiration. Takes time. Oh, and in all other news, we are now unbanned from Instagram.
Woo!
Dude, the freaking Meta, and I'm only going to say this, Meta is so bad about, so we got banned. It was, we post too repetitive of content, because all the reels that I shoot them with this beautiful face.
And you have the same face every day.
I shoot like 10 in a sitting,
Yeah.
If you want the day's news over the course of 4 days, I'll give it to you. So I shoot like 10 of them. Hey, how you doing? Whatever, here's the shit. Let me know how it is in the comments below. And so it's one of those things where I'll shoot that sitting here, camera. I've got a ZV-1 that I vertical for the shoots. It works. It's good. And for some reason, they were like, well, you have 10 of the same posts every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, it's 2 to 3 on a good day.
And they just look the same, but they're all different topics.
They look the same because they're the same dress, right? Same center image, whatever, talking about different things. Well, what people do to combat this is they put a title page or title card in the image somewhere so that they can use it as like an identifier when people are going back to search or looking through.
Mm-hmm.
But then Instagram apparently puts it as recommended, not recommended. It's not repetitive. It's what TikTok does it too, or kids with TikTok put a title on it, except it's on the image instead, which, okay, great, I'll do that. When I appealed the ban, they said denied. Start over.
Denied permanent.
Okay, so I start over. I'm like, hey guys, we got banned. Come over here to Instagram. The moment I start a new Instagram, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200 followers. Here we go. They unbanned the other one. I'm like, really? After I just had
the whole ordeal of trying to wrangle all that.
Everyone who's involved in the Instagram, the Facebook, all that stuff, all these guys trying to move and mitigate the information. They were like, oh, I didn't want to start over.
You just have all the best luck with getting banned and unbanned and rebanned and unbanned and rebanned.
Well, no, that's just, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me. That was like legitimately just posting repetitive content, apparently. So, got an shit in my head. Fun times. I leave in 27 hours.
Because you're out of here tomorrow night, yeah?
Yeah, I'll be gone.
A little bit late.
Midnight flights at 5 a.m.
You leaving work to get down to the airport and all that?
No, it'll be 5 a.m. Friday morning. So I'll be midnight, spend the night with the kids, a couple hours sleep, and then go.
And then time to wrangle everything and get on down there.
My wife was like, well, what are you going to do? And I'm like, I'll probably sleep at the airport for a couple hours and then sleep on the 4-hour flight to Vegas, party in Vegas, and then, head over. But this will be, I believe this will be Monday's show. So I'm in Oklahoma currently. So to anyone who's getting the last minute news, there you go.
I ain't here.
I ain't here. Do not bother me. Do not call me. Do not message to ask to speak to one child. It is not going to happen. For any of our new viewers, there's always family drama. When people are hyperactive, focused, busy, they tend to be the black sheep. It's one of those things.
It's your lack of commitment that causes all these problems.
Or the way that I speak about things can seem like know-it-all. Not intentional, but I'm trying to recommend things. Causes a problem, apparently.
A lot of people want you to just say, man, that sucks when they talk about a problem. But you're more, how do we solve this?
But that's how I do, how I've always done things and how I've sought to fix things in my life and maneuver things. A lot of people don't.
Mm-hmm.
How do you deal in those situations when somebody comes to you with a problem? What do you do?
I do the man, that sucks. And I wait and see if they're trying to look for recommendations or anything before I hop in. Because sometimes people are like, oh, I got all these problems, man. And I'm like, I feel for you. Here's a situation in my life where I had something kind of like that. Or if it's something just way out there, I'm like, I have no fucking clue how that would feel. You're tough for like getting through this as you have. And then they'll ask for something, or they'll be like, thank you, and then move on to something else.
I think the saddest thing is some of the people that they're currently at my, how would you call, in my negative space, are the same people that are doing exactly what, like, they double down. They double down and then they focus on it. And they're like, oh no, I'm not in the wrong. So they never apologize. They never try to make amends. Their way of making amends is, we should just throw this out the window.
We'll just call it even.
Yeah, call it even. No, there's no even. There's no right and wrong. There is, here's what I want. Here's what you need to do to be in my good graces. Not that I am holier than thou. Not that I'm bigger than you or better than you.
There has been a transgression. This is how we can.
Has been made, and here it was. I gave my word it wouldn't happen like this again. I didn't make this happen, and I'm not withholding the information or the items that we're talking about. But it's interesting that they only want to speak or talk to one item.
With your stuff, you've already done more. Since I've been here 3 years of compromise. These are my terms. Meet these or sorry.
I tried.
You've tried so hard, so many times.
Friday, I'm gone. I've got to deal with it. Family comes out soon after. Boom. That's it. I might just stay there. That's what I was talking about. If I get keys on Monday. And then, so today, keys to the new location for the new enterprise.
Over the weekend, you're like,
4,000 square feet.
A lot of check-ins for Monday. No, why? Good, handle it. I'll see you in a month.
Yeah, I know, right? I might get keys to the new house, keys to the new everything. Pretty much keys to the new life as this airs. It's a heavy transaction in my mind. It is life-altering in the best way.
As life-altering as it gets. Oh, yeah. Unless you're talking like a death in the family or something, you're packing up and moving out. Like, it's a huge thing.
It's crazy. There's so much shit going on in the world, and people are being so petty about things. Everyone's seen, it's Monday now for you guys, but it is Wednesday here. So we've already got lined up Friday, Saturday, all those podcasts, making a lot of content over here. Okay, I just got to say, the ASL person, this person right here is doing a bang-up job. The face that she's making.
The faces is a part of ASL, if you don't know. The expressions you make is the different inflections you can have with your voice.
Is he being that inflectious?
They need to do that for the hard of hearing people, for the deaf people. Like, if frowning is asking a question. When I did ASL for a minute in school, everyone would get mad at me because it was like talking with a question tone, like technically doing, the curl up at the end. They're like, why are you asking me that?
That's a bit more highbrow.
It's got to be a
transcript of that right there on paper and how the voice is supposed to sound in her head, because it seems very like strong and like healthy,
It's part of the language. It's part of the process.
It's just it really gave me.
It is interesting, and then you always get those videos of people fucking with their interpreters.
Yeah,
and I want to thank all of you here for including bipartisan elected officials like Representative Governor, Senator Braun, Senator Booker, Representative Jackie. Are you here? Where's Jackie? I didn't think she was going to be here to help make this a reality.
So how do we know if it's the same Jackie? He didn't say a name. So are people just assuming that he's being crazy? And I don't come to this is kind of far-fetched. Jackie here.
How many Jackies are there at the event?
That's 2 months ago. August, right? September. No, it's a month ago.
It's a month ago. Tragically in a car accident.
Did he notice in a month?
He'd previously talked about her unfortunate passing in some other meeting. So it's been on the radar.
He's previously called himself a gaffe machine, a nod to his long history of verbal missteps. Well, there is quite the misstep that happened in a video I sent you today. Biden hosted the World Series baseball team and their children and recommended their children to come up on stage, then asked their children, did you send it to me?
I sent it to you on Messenger. Children under 15 come up on the stage.
Yeah. So this is what, and we have differed on this opinion numerous times. I think he is a weird man.
Very weird.
When it comes to children. He is elderly in a way where it's like your creepy uncle who has popsicles in the basement. And it alludes to inappropriate activities.
When he started politics, that was definitely the era of kissing babies and sniffing kids and whatever the hell. It's very weird now.
Most people have grown.
Or they just don't fuck with that anymore.
And they don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Joe Biden was welcoming the World Series champions Atlanta Braves to the White House when he did something extremely strange. He demanded that all the little kids come up on stage to sit on his lap.
Everybody under 15, come here.
Tell me that's not fucking
children had
creepy.
been briefed by their MLB player fathers to not let Joe Biden sniff their hair. You can see that the kids are trying to stay away from creepy Joe, but one small child is literally coaxed in by Joe to come sit on his lap. It'll make your skin crawl. Watch.
His face.
So
This kid, Medal of Honor, stood his ground against the most powerful man in our country and said, not today. A grandchild of Mr. Crocodile Dundee himself with that scarl. Just,
none of those kids were feeling it.
It's an honor to be at the White House. But it's also an honor to be in like Elon Musk's house, even if his father was, crazy and you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Crazy people in the house doesn't make the house crazy. It just makes it weird.
Everybody's visited that cousin's house and you have the aunt that kisses you straight on the lips like way too much or whatever. Like
way too much. Yeah. Just wants to be the awkward aunt that puts the fucking lipstick on and
it's cute when you're two.
Now you come over here.
Now it's over.
No, I don't want you just trying to get me to remember you, but you're making it creepy. My aunt did that. I know you're watching. Lots of lipstick. Just saying. I did. It's not a bad thing. People of the time did it. I know you did. You dolled up a lot. You were always beautiful. But boy, the fucking lipstick on the kids. Weird. Now, the other aunt in my current life, my sister-in-law, don't do that. I don't care if you're 40, you're single, no kids, 10 dogs. Don't do it. No kids are going to like it. It's a cute idea. Practice is horrible.
Your kid's already aged out of the cute phase for that though.
My son's still in that phase. My daughter's still in the phase of
I always if the kid can talk and run away from you, stop smothering him.
He is the kid who will get in the van with candy. He is.
But then
he's dumb as a box of rocks.
Is he kidnapped or are they going to bring him back because he's a terror?
Yeah. I'll bring him back.
I always loved that.
I couldn't sell him.
What was that movie? There's a couple of them where the kid gets kidnapped and the kidnapper.
YouTube video, I know what you're talking about, where the kid's like, "Stop, shut up," and he bites through the ropes and he's like, "But I really want to know," and just does not take no for an answer. I've seen that.
Point does one of these guys get a baseball bat? Keep your kids away from Joe. Way to go, dads, on briefing your sons to stay away from the syphilitic, old, rotted corpse.
And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Guy's got a good little video, but his comments at the end, a little uncalled for.
He is a walking corpse, in my opinion.
Yeah, but syphilitic walking corpse?
Yeah.
That's just him getting upset at everything.
He was with, what? Blames Elton John for AIDS funding?
Elton John playing a concert at the White House on Friday. Elton John has a right to play a concert anywhere he wants. He's a legendary musician. Whatever, dude. But the problem was that Joe Biden joined Elton John on stage, and after sniffing his dyed hair and licking his colorful glasses, Joe Biden said, "Pure and total cringe."
By the way, it's all his fault that we're spending $6 billion in taxpayer money this month to help fight HIV/AIDS.
That's right, because
we're donating this on behalf of him and not that makes it sound like it's...
Dude, and if I was Elton John, I wouldn't know how to react because knowing he could be the off-the-cuff crazy guy who doesn't know what he's saying. In that moment, That very moment, you can see his face.
That's where he's like, do I fight? No, it's not worth
Elton
it.
John, I think, is older.
Elton John's old.
I think he's older.
He's going to outlive Biden.
75.
75. Mick Jagger, 79. Is that what I saw? God damn. Elton Biden. Are they married now?
79. Ah, no, he's not. Biden is almost 80? Fuck.
Nancy Pelosi is 80.
I know, but the ice cream is going to make her live so long.
It's helping preserve her. Keep those organs fresh.
Sub-zero fridge. Like the ants we used to know. Dude, did you see? So I got to bring this up. I didn't realize that social media artists, people who post on YouTube, did you know that they do not get age restricted? The biggest artists, 6ix9ine, Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion.
They get a lot more leeway than the standard
Not
person.
leeway. They are.
They call it leeway, but they almost get carte blanche. Like, I saw that Cardi B article and it makes me curious.
Dude, this is February 20 whatever. Now, I can't play the music, but what I am going to do is skip forward. Look at this. So you got ass. You got chest. There's...
So far, we're within TOS. Pushing the line here.
There is full-on crotch shots in this. There is toys. Like, toys. Very kissing. There's sex toys. This is for everybody. Now you've got absolute nudity.
Sheer clothing violates TOS.
That's not sheer clothing. There's no clothing.
It's see-through.
It's not even see-through. That's plastic wrap over a body. Back to what I was saying. Now ladies doing the splits. They're talking about sex toys, singing, whatever. But here's where it gets funny. If you go anywhere to... So here we go. 2 months ago, Cardi B's homepage here. Cardi B, a little Dirk, hot shit out now. Apparently...
I know girls who personally been banned from Instagram and YouTube for more than this.
A posted video that got age restricted, copyright struck. Not copyright, but she got a strike on the channel. It was age restricted, right? You gotta be logged in to see it, etc. Well, she's like, went on a rant online. F this, F you, fuck YouTube, copyright. The first 24 hours are the most pivotal, apparently, in the music industry.
Yeah.
And so there are thousands of creators similar to her that don't get this, that don't get age restricted. So if you go to Megan Thee Stallion, who is not...
She's got some crazy shit on her page. I
don't understand the idea of The Stallion. 3 weeks ago, Ungrateful, Key Glock, I don't know who that is, Mr. Glock, half naked, ass cheeks out. Just going in about activities, things, whatever. And then, there's a moment. Here we go. Big old freak. Hot tub. Not as risque as Cardi B's on this one. But they promote a lot of sex toys in their shoots. So where's WAP? So this will be... Here we go. This is the most risque in my opinion. There's penises.
There's a hallway that Kanye was in.
Yeah, here's the hallways that have asses and tits, and all the nipples are like points. And then there's snakes that are going all over them. They're speaking about acts they're doing, gobbling things. It is not family friendly. My problem is this shows on the YouTube Kids app.
It's a music video. It's not restricted, so... Put it right on through.
Sarcasm?
Yes.
Like, we understand there is...
If not age restriction, put a explicit tag on it and have it filter off of that.
Something that says not family friendly. This is not in no family, nowhere.
We all know...
I don't think anyone wants a 4-year-old to be watching this type of shit.
Opening the drawer right now. What are we doing with that?
You have to get change from the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 151. Oh, do you want me to give him just $2 or...
You got change in the back.
On Chris's computer, if not in the safe.
Nobody would want their 3-year-old watching this shit. And not to say that they are not empowered or bad bitches.
They're not allowed to put this on the internet. It shouldn't be as available for children.
Regulated. Everything needs to be regulated. Smoking, drinking, doing anything that is impressionable to children. The only thing that matters, and in my entire fucking opinion, like, life is great now. But what about in 3 generations? You want to kill the world now? Like, we could party and burn it all down. What is that going to do? You have to progress. We are still humans, the same way that ants to a queen to a hive. The hive above all. Not climate change and like, oh my God, let's all just stop what we're doing. No carbon. We have to still live. But things need to be regulated for the benefit of the next generation. And then people just throw that out there like, nah, I'm a bad bitch. I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm just going to poison the youth. This is another idea of that where people are just going, you know, fuck it. I'm going to do whatever I want. And then cry wolf when you get fucking age restricted. Like, you shouldn't have been age restricted 30 years ago.
We all already know that celebrities get preferential treatment in all this. Like, don't block it from the main algorithm and the main page, but take it off of kids, you know, give it a separate tag, just a little flag. Hey, not for your kids. Must have a verified 16 plus account, 18 plus account, whatever they got to do
for any age restriction.
Because then at that point they're relying on views of kids or non-registered guest account stuff, which none of that should count. I don't know. If you let that happen, then all the bots are going to ruin everything more than they already are. That's Nicki Minaj.
Oh my God, I'm talking about Cardi B. Yeah, so it's Nicki Minaj this whole time. So Nicki Minaj is the one who released the new music video and went off on Instagram. Apparently, her Super Freaky Girl, Little Miss Remix or whatever, has been age restricted. So the problem is the first 24 hours is like the most money to be made. So she only got
the highest ad returns on that first day. So for typical people, you can miss 24 hours. You're making change anyways. These people are making millions off of day one views.
Age limit.
She says, okay, well, let's call it a thing. They have been getting away with it for years. Why should I have to beg not to see duds? How do y'all know many times I've asked YouTube not to remect other people whenever I typed in Nicki Minaj? YouTube's been had it out for her.
New video. Honestly, it was not funny. And then she also decided to call them out on the fact that if you type Nicki Minaj on YouTube, yes, but you would start finding out other artists are on there. And when people checked the artist tags, here's the funny thing. They have Nicki Minaj on it. Now, this is very, very annoying because the new song that she has out in almost 24 hours has less than 1 million views because
Lamar's Bad Bunny, they're just throwing in hot artists for the traffic.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to get better at the keywords.
The annoying part of this is that
now you have to confirm your age by signing in, basically. So that's where she goes off. And what she said online was massive. Where is it?
Rapper and singer Nicki Minaj is not one to shy away from sexually explicit lyrics and representations of sensuality in her music and visuals. But shortly after the release of the music video for her song Little Miss Remix, Minaj found that the video had been age restricted on Instagram. Both were screenshot. The video was deemed not suitable for viewers under the age of 18. Minaj claimed that the move was an intentional one by YouTube and her label, Republic Records, to sabotage the video from receiving views. The age restriction was removed by YouTube a few hours later after Minaj put out those posts, and in a statement, the video platform said that they had removed the age restriction after determining that the video did not violate its community guidelines.
Did not.
But a group of party...
But she went in. So, tell me if this does not, like the others, violate community guidelines. That's explicit. Very. Lots of choking, sensual behavior, sexual, promiscuity, dancing, twerking, her whole Barbie doll scene, murder scene. What is he barbecuing? Steaks. There's like blowing fire on people.
Not as bad as some of the
down.
videos we've thrown up.
I understand that, but still, it's in the same way.
Yeah.
This should be age restricted, and so should a lot of others. I'm just saying, for YouTube.
YouTube lets so much stuff fly under the radar. It's weird for them to try and catch something.
Yeah. Holy shit. 6 people were shot in a California school. 2 victims, critical condition, 1 hospital. Which California school? Oakland, California. What? Some affiliation with Woodsdale. Was it gang related?
Hit a couple schools.
Shocks the soul. Yeah, it does shock the soul. I support the idea of putting metal detectors in schools. Absolutely. Especially with the budget schools get. $20,000 for a couple of metal detectors for the main entrances.
Those are government metal detectors. Those
have
cost
to be
double.
Wands.
And then you got to pay a guy to stand there and run it. You got to pay him enough
Yard
to care.
duty.
You got to train him.
$30 an hour.
What's your yard duty going to do when they scan a kid and he's got a gun?
I'll do it for $30 an hour, and I'll find people to do it for $16 an hour for 4 hours a day during opening and closing the school. Because as long as it's only during entrance and exit of the school for the children, you should be fine. Anyone coming in midday has to go through the office. Wand stays in there, and whoever checks somebody in pats them down. How hard is that? I came up with a 2-second solution. $600 for a wand. Let's find out what's a metal detector wand.
That also creates a really hostile feeling environment for the kids.
It's America. It's hostile no matter what.
Yeah.
We are the land of the free and stupid. $29.
So they'll sell it for $300.
We can mark that up, put a sticker that says instead of Garrett, it'll say ferret. And we'll say ferret specialty wands. Quick like a ferret.
And just peel the sticker off.
All right, good. Good. You don't even have to do bag checks. Just please, plastic binders only. You're good. That's a simple solution. And it will scare a lot of people into thinking they will get checked. So most people, when they're in fear, if I was illegally carrying my firearm...
It's going to cause a lot more tension for all the kids who don't do shit,
If
though.
I was illegally carrying a firearm into school when I was a kid, hypothetically, and I knew there was metal detectors, even if I wanted to shoot somebody, I wouldn't have the balls to go up against a grown man as a child to try and sneak past or risk getting caught. Even all the stupid shit that I did do.
But then a kid knows there's a metal detector and fucking jumps him at the door and shoots him. Now you still got a shooter.
But then you still have somebody who is going to be potentially ready.
What if they fucking ice him through a window?
Okay, yeah, now you're getting like more 007 about it.
It's not even 007. You got a metal detector, you're going to stop me at the door? I'm going to bust you before I come in.
Very few are planned out. Most of them are age and rage reactions to something. Breakups, gang relations, bullying, next day, come in angry, etc. A lot of people just need to get counseling. For some reason, parents are like, no, they're fine. If my kid shows signs that he's being bullied, he's going to go to counseling. Absolutely. If I didn't go to counseling, my life would have been different. Just saying. It could have been a lot different. I could have been like some of the kids that grew up in my school in my year. I could show you a yearbook of at least 5 dead from stupidity, violence, drugs, people I hung out with. So everyone's, they're gone too soon. No, they're gone not soon enough. Because if they had the opportunity to actually change or like go through a different path, they would have. But they denied it. And we were in one of the higher supported schools that had counselors on site.
Mm-hmm.
It's either a problem with the family, nobody's seeing the problem, nobody's caring enough to care for their kid. And I grew up in the age where technology was just starting social media, so everyone was online. That's when you got a lot of the suicide threats, the first swatting, stuff like that. Live streams became a thing. What was this?
That was that fucking prisoner who escaped I was telling you about.
So they still haven't found him?
This news is from this morning, so I don't think they found him.
Okay, so this guy in 2007 had a bombing in a Las Vegas strip for a hot dog sale.
Yeah,
right?
a hot dog guy was dating his ex-girlfriend, so he brought him a little coffee cup that had a
He gave
bomb
her
inside.
the beef, and he was kind of mad.
He was giving her the beef, and he put him 6 foot under. I don't know. I thought it was a joke.
And 300 pieces on the glass on the strip. All right.
There's only a strip of them left.
Mr. Porfirio
Duarte Herrera.
Porfirio.
Gotta roll your R's. I can't roll my R's.
Porfirio Duarte Herrera, 42, had been serving a life sentence for murder conviction stemming from a 2007 bombing in a Las Vegas strip. Basically, his ex-girlfriend was giving this guy, the ham, and he was giving her the beef, selling hot dogs on the side of the strip. Decided, you know what's good? I'm gonna go ahead and put a coffee cup with a little bomb.
I don't even know if it was specifically his car, but they put it on a car nearby. Someone went to move it. Boom.
Boom. So he blew the hell out of the hot dog man, turned him into 300 pieces of beef on the Vegas strip. And
He apparently had just walked out of prison.
walked out of prison after 14 years.
Whatever it was, he got out and they're like, where the fuck is he?
This has got to be like he convinced somebody to do something, or he gave that ass up.
He's cashed in all his cigarettes, all his favors. Someone didn't guard a door. Someone didn't watch a
Like
gate.
the man who got out because he fell in love with the person who was taking him to and from the hospital visits. They got married. They weren't really
and
married.
then ran away together
Yeah.
one time. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, she took him to a hospital visit because he was brain dead or something, or he was faking the whole time. One-on-one, took him, uncuffed him, put him in the back of the car, drove out of state. They were on the run for months. And then they ended their life like she shot herself in the head, and he was too much of a coward to shoot himself. So he was like, yeah, take care of my wife. They weren't actually married. It's crazy. They'll catch him. Hopefully he does no more damage before. I don't think bombs are the same, or he has access to the same types. Italy is just the latest country to paint a pretty face of fascism. If you did not know, the female, and I will say the female Trump is in the race in Italy. And everyone is saying that she is far right, radical, mover and shaker, doing all kinds of crazy shit. Oh, here we go. Italy's far right victory is a small win for Putin. It's lipstick and feminine touch can help sanitize the mainstream fascism. Giorgia Meloni is the 45-year-old leader and co-founder of the Brothers of Italy party. Is set to become the country's prime minister a month before the 100th anniversary of infamous March on Rome that led to Mussolini's fascist rule. Irony, man, irony. But unlike jackbooted II, Deuce, Maloney's rise to power offers no bombastic displays of Massimo. Maloney wears machismo. Maloney wears warm pastel colors, rocks sneakers, and dearly inspired by Lord of the Rings for all the wrong reasons, and flashes a charming smile in front of the camera. She presents as just as passionate Italian mother, promising Italians, we won't betray your trust, and we are ready to lift Italy up. In her own words, I am Giorgia. I am a woman. I am a mother. I am an Italian. I am a Christian. She has proof that women can spout hateful far-right rhetoric as well, if not better than men. Everything is coming full circle in Western politics as the authoritarian playbook of the 20th century is getting a glossy, feminine reboot in 2022. Now, everyone I know is saying she's so neo-fascist, far-right. I'm
reading ahead. She praised Mussolini as a good politician and that everything he did for Italy.
Technically, that's true. Not a good politician.
That's not something you want to be like.
I understand. I read Mussolini. Hold on. Back when I was in high school, it was one of those things like, all right, let's look at Marx, Lenin, Stalin, Mussolini.
People for the ideologies they preach are much different from the politics and policies they practice.
He had it in his mind that everything, his breathing, his chewing, his shitting was for Italy. Everything. He didn't do anything that wasn't for Italy. Madness, as it was. Mm-hmm. It was all to benefit as a whole. She spent a lot of energy attacking the LGBTQIA communities, marriage, equality, abortion rights. According to Meloni, these groups are existential threats to Italy, must be confronted, and one of her goals is to boost the birth rates, ensure her people have demographic salvation. Yeah. Does that sound familiar?
Yes, that sounds very familiar.
I think we've seen this before. I don't know where he's at right now, but do you think it's possible he's tucked it back and downloaded Duolingo today, our sponsor? Fantastic app to learn Italian in a very quick.
That's so offensive. So many.
That's how they would segue into a sponsorship. I'm just saying, Duolingo, hit us up. I'm just saying, if you ever want to hit us up, we will happily endorse you. Great app, by the way. But if you ever want to learn shit real fast, I, for one point, really wanted to learn Italian when it first came out in 2012. Not Italian, but the app. Everyone just got Italian in 2012. So I started learning a little bit. And man, it was really easy to use. So it was a really quick idea that even Trump, as stupid as Trump is, could learn Italian, tuck it back, get a facelift, and boom. I'm running for office. It's fantastic. It's never done before. Best birth rates all of time.
I gotta see him getting arrested for that and then being like, I had the best female impersonation of all time.
I fooled you all. Fake news. I fooled the country. Meloni's rise also coincides with the emergence of far-right female politicians in America, Europe, who are gaining political power and the media's attention despite doubling down on cruelty, nativism, and patriarchy. This whole female lead the way thing that's going on is going to be short-lived. The way that a lot of these female rulers are doing it, it's like, we are it. This is how it is. Homegrown, family-run. They're trying to force everything down people's throats.
They're trying to go in on the angle of family values, but they don't really stand for anything.
It's family, Christianity, and it's the New Age. What's that? What did the Pope do? It's the New Age holy war.
Crusade.
We
don't need crusades. Those are
what they're doing.
We've abandoned those. Those are fucked up.
This is their New Age. I bet you this is like the secret society of women. Powerful women behind the scenes go to Geneva once a year. They meet, they get their toes, mani-pedis done. They're like, how can we fuck with the world today? Well, with Elon's money, his ex-wife is there probably with $40 billion. With Elon's money, I've got a new rocket ship. It's only 30 miles from where his is, but it's pink. And we could just blow up a continent. Or
we don't need Ecuador anymore.
Yeah, we don't need. It's gone. Okay, that was easy. Thanks for the rocket.
It just
sit back down. Then it
sinks into the
Trump's
ocean.
Wife, and it's like, my husband, he has billions of dollars, no tax debt. You know how it is. Let's go ahead and just run for prime minister and what is it, world leaders, and I'll run for president or the Senate or all these people doing crazy shit. I bet you at some point there's going to be a women's only convention for powerful people, and it's going to be shit like this. People are looking for a change in all the wrong ways, and this is not going to be it. Not because she's just a woman, but because she is a psychotic woman.
It's because she's alt-right. She's as far-right, nationalist, crazy as you can get.
Left or right. This is just batshit crazy with some of the shit, the rhetoric she's spewing. MTG or Majorie Taylor Greene, says that this is someone I can relate to. Yeah. The person who prays.
But that's the space QAnon, laser person.
Yeah. Jewish space laser, conspiracy theories. Yeah.
And QAnon's never good.
Carrie Lake also endorsed her. Jesus. That is nuts. But if you didn't know, Deadpool's coming back.
They had a second video that came out today.
I saw the response.
I didn't see that.
I saw the response. Don't worry. There's also one on Marvel. Check it out. Deadpool. I follow more than I follow my wife. It's for Ryan Reynolds.
It's Ryan Reynolds, your boy.
Wrexham, Aviation Gin. They are my top noties. I call them.
Never had any Aviation Gin. Just get me a bottle.
That's done. Easy. It's good. My point being, I follow him because he is a kind individual and needs support. He runs a lot of businesses. He's a father. Him and Blake, they got a lovely life together. And now he's back with good old Wolverine. Hugh Jackman.
Logan.
Well, Logan's a different time, space.
Timeline.
That's the future.
That doesn't exist anymore.
But Deadpool 3 is coming out, and they had to reach out and do Healing Factor versus Healing Factor, the whole nine again, because 2009's.
Please tell me there's a scene where they both end up dismembered and staggered to their feet.
Head to head on a mountain range, rolling downhill. I guarantee it. Because in the comics, there was Wolverine, the Hulk, and Deadpool. So, Healing Factors. It's just one of those things. It's coming out. Ryan Reynolds got your support. But my wife's pissed because I could
see Deadpool armbarring frickin' Wolverine, like trying to pull his arm out of socket, and Wolverine just like hits him with the blades in the neck and kills him. And then Wolverine goes to walk away and is like, what a chump. And then Deadpool stands up and is like, really?
There is going to be quite a bit of hilarity. They'll team up, they'll do their thing, they'll fight Galactus or something and like slingshot each other's body parts into space. Who knows? But they're unkillable. Unkillable. He's already tried every way. Logan's tried every way. It is what it is. On the lighter hearted news, our Instagram's back. We're happy. I'm going to Oklahoma. I'm in there right now. Don't call me. I'm busy signing deeds, breaking necks, cashing checks. And then we'll see you all after you hit the damn subscribe button. We'll see you. Share it. Grandmothers. Now
love
aunts.
Aunts love us too much. Grandmas love us just enough.
I know, but let your sisters know. And then we'll hop on that train. We'll see you all next time.
Life can be super happy, life can be super sad. I'm trying super hard to separate the good and bad. I go back to my future just to get to my past. But knowing me, my DeLorean will probably